Within the elaborate interplay of the light heavyweight division as it endeavors to sort out its belts, there emerges a quest for the next rising contender for the new crop of talent. In this pool of potential, Joshua Buatsi stands as a promising figure. Born in Ghana and raised in the UK, Buatsi first made his bones in boxing by seizing a bronze medal at the 2016 Rio Olympics. His ascent was marked by a striking emergence as an explosive puncher, having shown his innate physical gifts and athleticism. It wasn't long before he claimed the British and Commonwealth light heavyweight titles, carrying a path and climbing the ranks. In his initial 15 bouts, 13 opponents fell to his power, underscoring his thirst of dominance. In the name of potential and expectation, being heralded as one of the finest prospects brings both honor and burden, especially when one's potential is marked by punching power. The weight of living up to such a claim becomes an uphill battle. The path of Joshua Buatsi, a fighter of great promise, began to encounter scrutiny during his bout with Belatniks. Despite ultimately overcoming an 18-5 Belatniks, the protracted battle lasting 11 rounds raised questions about his ability to decisively conquer a game opponent. The subsequent encounter with Craig Richards further tested Buatsi's standing in the light heavyweight division. Richards, known for his spirited bout against Bivol, served as a critical benchmark for Buatsi's potential. Although Buatsi displayed moments of brilliance, he struggled to decisively demonstrate that elusive X factor. The narrow victory, secured by a close decision, highlighted the fine line between triumph and stalemate. Had the judges leaned one round over towards Richards, the fight would have concluded in a draw, leaving Buatsi's place in the division even more uncertain. In a delicate balance between ambition and reality, it has become increasingly evident that Buatsi's aspiration at the world stage may have their bounds. In his last 3 fights, he has traversed the full distance against the unbeaten Stepien and Aziz. His latest encounter, a split decision against Willie Hutchison, has left observers noting a certain tranquility in his approach. To his credit, Buatsi managed to floor both Aziz and Hutchison twice in their respective bouts. Yet the discerning eye remains critical, observing his offense wasn't dynamic and that he took more punches than seemed necessary. Were he a few years younger, his record may be to his high potential. However, at 31, whispers of a decline, $1.5 million offer to face then WBA light heavyweight champion Dimitri Bivol linger, though Buatsi dismissed these as mere rumors. As time progresses, many perceive him as merely maintaining his position, awaiting a fortuitous opportunity for a title shot. This perception has tested the patience of those who once eagerly anticipated his rise, leaving them to ponder the true trajectory of his career. His next opponent emerges as the youngest son in a family steeped in the art of boxing. Callum Smith's journey to prominence began in the esteemed World Boxing Super Series, where he bolted to stardom by clinching the WBA super middleweight title after knocking out George Groves. His reign saw 2 successful defenses, culminating in a high-profile encounter with boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez. Though he succumbed to a unanimous decision, Callum's resilience shone through as he stood tall at the bout's conclusion, embodying the indomitable spirit amidst adversity. This pivotal moment spurred his transition to the light heavyweight division, where he dispatched 2 adversaries with knockout victories, paving the way for another title shot against the division's titan, Canelo Beterbiev. Despite the eventual halt, Callum's valiant effort against such an imposing force was a statement to his grit. Bearing 2 defeats against the sport's elite champions is far from a blemish. Rather, it underscores his courage and tenacity. With the fire of competition still burning within, Callum now sets his sights on a domestic clash with Joshua Buatsi, a victory he deems essential for reigniting his quest for championship glory. Joshua Buatsi embodies the essence of the boxer puncher. This duality harmonizes the cerebral artistry and strategic fine-tuning of a classic boxer with the visceral power and assertiveness of a puncher. His technical acumen, meticulously refined through his amateur and Olympic endeavors, forms the bedrock of his approach. Upon transitioning to the professional rankings, Buatsi unveiled the latent power that resides within him. His repertoire is a fusion of punches, with a willingness to invest in bodywork that speaks to his commitment to a holistic offensive strategy. When Buatsi finds his rhythm, he conducts his combinations with fluidity. His front-footed style serves as both a metronome and a catalyst, enabling him to dictate the tempo of the bout while seizing opportunities to open up with his power. In the synthesis of skills and strength, Buatsi emerges as a dangerous presence, a pugilist who wields with fight-changing power. Callum Smith embodies the paradox of the aggressive outboxer. His long reach serves as both a barrier and a bridge, maintaining distance while inviting engagement. The telephone jab, a conductor of his ensemble of strikes, commands the rhythm of his offensive strategy. Though he dances on the periphery as an outboxer, he embraces the chaos of close exchanges, where his left hook descends like a hammer of inevitability. Callum's sturdy stature stands as both shield and sword. His imposing presence allows him to absorb the adversities of battle, transforming him into opportunities to inflict his own brand of retribution. Once Callum seizes the reins of the encounter, he becomes a master tactician. Weaving through the fray with calculated grace, he dismantles his opponents not through brute force alone, but through the artful dance of strategy and precision, unraveling them piece by piece. The forthcoming encounter between Callum Smith and Joshua Buatsi presents a compelling narrative of style and substance. Callum Smith's journey has revealed a vulnerability when confronted by punchers who possess the power to drive him onto his back foot. In such moments, his towering frame becomes an open canvas, and his reach, typically an asset, is rendered ineffective. The question that arises is whether Buatsi possesses the requisite power to seize control of the bout. As these two warriors converge in the center of the ring, the battle will unfold within the intimate confines of the pocket. Here, the existential struggle for dominance will be determined by who can oppose the will and push the other back. Buatsi, though well schooled, has at times shown a propensity for defensive lapse, taking more punishment than is prudent. Should he fail to rectify these defensive frailties, he may find himself enduring a protracted trial against the larger, battle-hardened Smith. In the moment of time, there exists a moment where destiny beckons, and the moment is now. It is a convergence of paths where Joshua Buatsi must confront the crucible of truth, determining whether he possesses the essence required to ascend to the pinnacle of his craft. Simultaneously, Callum Smith stands at the threshold of reaffirmation, poised to demonstrate that he remains undiminished and ever potent. This encounter is a juncture where potential meets legacy. It is a pipeline to the restless pursuit of excellence and the indomitable spirit that drives individuals to transcend their perceived limits. In this moment of time, both ally and adversary urging each fighter to seize the moment, as it is either now or never. Joshua Buatsi by decision.